So I just came out of Kroger's to buy some groceries for next week. And I've got a question. God's had me in this period of isolation these last few months. So I just want to make sure I didn't miss the memo. So what is it with a lot of, I said a lot of, many of them, not all of them, black women in the grocery store, you look them right in the face and you say hello and they act like you didn't say anything. Am I missing something, or is there a memo that I did not hear about? This is Dr. Dex. Remember, Dr. Dex. Good morning. So I'm here at the racetrack. I stopped to get a cup of coffee. That's 2 Splendors and 1 cream, and a Powerball ticket because I really don't feel like going to work. But I got a question for you. So are brothers really out here letting the sisters pump gas while they sit in the car? Is that a thing now? Okay, now, if you are feminist, don't believe in a patriarchal society, all that, and you think pumping gas is for validation, you don't have to respond. I'm just asking the question because I was always taught as a man that the man never lets a woman touch the gas tank, the gas pump. And so I'm just a little confused. So you do know that if the man is in the car with you and you just sit there, he'll get out and pump the gas. Now, he might not pay for the gas. That's a whole nother story. He might not be able to. Y'all might have a different understanding. But that man really should be pumping that gas. This is Dr. Dex. And remember, Dr. Dex loves you. Well, after a good day in court, I decided to treat myself to a Sonic. Cookies and cream. That's my favorite. So, got a question for you. For the black men, for the brothers. Brothers, why is it so easy for many of us, not all of us, but some, quite a few, to feel so comfortable with treating black women with disrespect? What do you think? This is Dr. Dex. Remember, Dr. Dex loves you.
Since when has the grocery store ever become some kind of meet and greet? That man got on here talking about why black women don't want to speak in the grocery store. Listen, we don't owe y'all any type of conversations, okay? The only conversation that I need to be having is the cashier asking me, do I want to use cash, debit, or credit, okay? And the only time that I need a man to open up his mouth and say something to me if he's the bag boy loading up my groceries and he asks me, do I need help taking it to my car? Because yes, I do. Black women just want to come and grocery shop. This ain't no kind of social hour. And then if you do speak, you give them an inch, they take them out. They want to hold a whole doggone conversation. Look, do I look like Adele to you? Hello, it's me. God forbid a black woman just want to shop in peace and do a little bit of grocery shopping. You up there in the grocery store trying to buy you a dozen of eggs, and you trying to figure out why eggs are almost $10. And next thing you know, you got a man coming up to you and trying to speak. Listen, sir, if you don't get up out my face, and next thing you know, you're going to have to start Instacarting your groceries because you can't even go up in the grocery store and buy a little pack of meat, okay? And get some peace.
Keep playing dumb. Yeah, let everybody keep exposing themselves. Just keep playing dumb, Charles. Keep blind man shuffling, nigga. Keep playing blind. Because they think you can't see, but nigga, you got a spiritual sight that most people is unaware of.
Good morning. Judge Dexter Wimbish here, a.k.a. Dr. Dex, the creepy guy in the grocery store. So by now you may have seen the video that's gone viral about me saying hello to women in the grocery store. I was not on the prowl. I was simply speaking. I'm from the South, and in the South, we greet people when we see them. If somebody looks me in the eye, I'm going to say hello. I was raised that way. I believe in God. I'm a 2-time cancer survivor. My mother passed from breast cancer, and God is the way I get through life. I've seen all the comments, and I understand the plight of black women, especially in the things they go through. I've been working in civil rights for 30 years, promoting gender equity, promoting hate crimes bill. So I understand what black women are going through. And I also understand what black men are going through in this country. But one thing that we can agree on is that the black community is in trouble. If we've gotten to a point where we can't say hello to our women, we've got to figure out something. It's going to take both sides. It's going to take men and it's going to take women to figure out what it is that has us so far apart. But I'm just going to let you know, the next time you see me in the grocery store and you look at me, I'm going to say hello because I love you and there's nothing you can do about it. God is love and God is good all the time, Candace Owen. This is Dr. Dex, and remember, Dr. Dex loves you.
Happy Saturday, everybody. This is Dr. Dex. So I just had a wonderful conversation with my son Jeffrey and my daughter-in-law Daniela. And I'm reflecting on this viral video, and I just wanted to come on here and say, I get it now. I did not mean anything negative as it relates to black women or women, period. I simply asked the question whether or not, we had stopped talking to each other. And I did not expect the response. And initially, I didn't understand the response. But after talking to my family, a very special friend here on TikTok who came into my life after the video, who is a specialist in gender relations. And we've had several conversations over the last few days, and I can say that I truly have a new perspective that black women are going through. All women are going through as it relates to gender relations. I'm sitting here and with my A5A shirt on. I'm a member of Alpha Phi Fraternity Incorporated. I've been a part of that organization for over 30 years, and we consider ourselves to be the light of the world. And one thing we learn is our head may be bloody, but it is never unbowed. We have a problem in the black community. We have a problem relating to each other. And I'm going to make it my passion and my purpose to help bridge that gap. Women face obstacles that men can never understand. I've learned that long ago, that women oftentimes go underappreciated, they're abused, and they're attacked. But I'm not that guy. And I understand that the vitriolic response that I received from all those comments came from a place of pain and hurt and trauma. And as I go forward, I'm going to make it my responsibility and my charge to be the alpha man that I am and the man of God that I am, to try to help women get past that, engage in conversations with men so that men understand exactly what women are going through. It's unfortunate that we live in a society that has attacked women for so long that some women are now in a position where they have to guard themselves, where they're afraid to go to the grocery store, they're afraid to go to the post office, they're afraid to go into Walmart, they're afraid to go anywhere for fear of being unnecessarily and awfully attacked by men who don't understand boundaries, by men who don't understand what it means to be a woman, and especially a black woman in America. But at the same time, men have certain leadership roles. I believe this. Whether you want to say it's a patriarchal point of view, I believe in the Bible. I believe in Jesus Christ. And I believe that men should be leaders. I'm not going to change that. I'm not going to change that position. Every day I pray and I serve a God who puts inside of me his grace, his love, and his mercy. And I'm not going to turn from that. And I'm not going to bow my head to the enemy. What I am going to do is begin to develop programs. Not alone, but with people who understand what it is to be a woman, a black woman, and so that people can be empathetic towards those women. I'm also going to reach out to men and develop programs so men and young boys especially can understand what it means to be a woman, but also understand what it means to be a man. To teach them honor and respect. I'm in a courtroom every day. And when I'm in that courtroom, I see young men and women who don't practice respect, who don't have common courtesy. And you know what? Time and time again, those individuals get sentenced to longer terms simply because of the way they talk and interact with judges, the prosecution, and even their defense attorneys. We're in a bad place right now. We got to make a difference. And the only way we make a difference is that normal people, normal everyday people like you and I, come together and sit down at the table and have real discussions. It's going to be difficult. It's going to be hurtful. There are going to be tears shed. There are going to be disagreements. But at the end of the day, the African American community has to come together. It's on us. We see the political climate, the elimination of DEI programs. We see affirmative action programs being dismantled. It's on us. Every other community outside the African American community knows how to become unified. They know how to work together. We don't. That's just the truth. We either face the truth or we allow society and we allow our community to become a community filled with bitterness and hurt, pain, and mistrust. And I hope that we realize we're better than this. This is Dr. Dex. And remember, Dr. Dex loves you.
So this older gentleman by the name of Dr. Dex has been doing rounds on TikTok. All he got in his car. It was nighttime, right? He's in his car. He records himself asking this one question: why don't black women speak anymore? He said he was in Kroger's. He said he looked directly at a particular black woman. All he said to her was hello, and she did not acknowledge that. Okay. Now, he said he had himself in isolation for a while, for some months, I think, and it just seemed a little odd to him that, he would say hello to a woman, or a black woman specifically, and she did not acknowledge that whatsoever. Now, when I watched this full video, I do think he was just asking a genuine question, since he did say he was in isolation, and yes, there is something that he didn't get the memo of. Okay, he clearly didn't understand that nowadays it's not looking good in the so-called community. I can't even call it a community anymore. When I searched his video and went down the rabbit hole of people, well, mostly black women, unhealed black women that have just, oh my God, they are so triggered by this. You would have thought this man tried to kidnap one. And let me make one thing clear before I continue. I'm in no way saying that any of you ladies owe a man a conversation. If you don't want to speak, you clearly don't have to. I already know that. Okay. But most of y'all aren't going to watch this full video. So y'all probably going to miss that part. I have a feeling. And what I've learned from watching all the people, well, from all the black women mostly who stitched his video, so angry, just screaming in their cameras, talking about, leave us alone, nigga, leave us alone, nigga, leave us alone. Oh, Lord. Yeah, this is how fucking bad the black community is. Or the community, excuse me. That this many of us aren't even comfortable speaking to each other. Or at least according to the internet. Okay? At least according to this internet. Because when I go outside and I do just stop and speak to black women, they actually speak back to me. You know, I don't know what it is. You know, I'm very polite. You know, I personally don't have that issue. But then again, I don't always speak to people when I'm out anyway. I mean, if you go to the comment section of his original video, whew, words can't even describe the things that these women are saying about this man. Like he's a convicted felon or something, and he shouldn't even be on the streets or some shit. That's how they're treating this man for simply saying hello. And honestly, at the end of the day, if this is what they want, man, just give it to them. If black men, if this is exactly what they want, they keep touting this over and over. They picked the bear, remember? I know OG missed that. It is what it is. But just remember, just don't forget all this. Do not forget that this is what they really think, and they have no issue. They have no issue. Well, I mean, they haven't had an issue speaking about how they really feel about black men for the past 4, almost 5 decades. And let's not forget, black men are just now able to retaliate and share our side of the story. Man, this is absolutely nuts, y'all. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this. Like, share, and follow for more.